Foreman as this, ever imagined he would become this.
It's the grill that does the cooking. It's so simple.
But such was the enduring charm of the fearsome fighter of the 1970s, who transformed into an affable celebrity pitchman in the 90s. Foreman, a two-time heavyweight boxing champion, died Friday at age 76. He started boxing at 16. Just 3 years later, he won gold at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. Along with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, Foreman defined a golden age of boxing in the 1970s. His stunning knockout of Frazier in 1973 made him heavyweight champion. But he would lose that title to Ali the following year in perhaps the most famous bout in history, the Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire. Foreman retired from boxing in 1977, but short on money, he returned a decade later. Critics said he was too old, too heavy, but in 1994, at age 45, Foreman knocked out Michael Moorer to become the oldest heavyweight champion of all time. Married 5 times, Foreman had 12 children, including 5 sons, all with a familiar name, as he told Sunday Morning in 2005.
5 sons, all named George. People hit you on the head and see how many names you're going to remember. I kept it simple. I never forget a name.
Said a man who was himself unforgettable to the end.
You can make the money.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another spectacular night here on Red Carpet Rendezvous. Tonight, we're stepping into greatness, honoring a man who's been a champion in the ring and in life itself, George Foreman, a name that resonates power, presence, and the spirits of renovation. What's up, Razz? You with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir. All right. I'm Razz, here to keep it fun and real. Just a little dramatic. Tonight's lineup is straight fire.
Wrong spot, Razz.
Oh. Oh. That's where you had me starting at. Let's see. So you down here. All right, my bad. That's right, Doc. From his roots in Marshall. Sorry, everybody. That's right, Doc. From his roots in Marshall, Texas, to very top of the boxing world, George Foreman's story is nothing short of legendary. A 2-time heavyweight champion with one of the most thunderous punches the world has ever seen. Who could forget the Rumble in the Jungle? George Foreman didn't just fight. He roared his way into history, reminding us that dreams are meant to be chased and conquered.
But George's victorious didn't end in the ring, LC. He went to become a household name in a whole new way. George Foreman's grill isn't just an appliance, it's a revolution, a tool that brought healthier eating and Foreman's innovative spirit into homes around the globe. Talk about punching above and beyond.
And Doc, let's not forget the beauty of the reinnovation. George Foreman is the ultimate comeback king. From gold medalist to preacher, from champion to entrepreneur, he's shown us all how life offers endless opportunities to grow, adapt, and inspire. He's even managed to become a devoted father to 12 kids, all sharing the same name, George. Now that's commitment.
So tonight, LC, we remember a man who fought battles, both physical and personal, and emerged victorious every time. George Foreman, you've given us a legacy that punches straight into hearts. We salute you, your achievements, and the incredible mark you've left on this world.
George, you're a legend, plain and simple. From all of us here on the Red Carpet Rendezvous, thank you for inspiring us to dream big, fight hard, and keep grilling.
We'll be stepping into the next segment, going into. So we back on with Kanan this week, everybody. What's up, man? Where you at with this episode, Kanan? Razz?
Whoa, this. I told you, I told you, I told you. He gonna, but the thing is, I didn't tell you. I told you he was gonna do some shit, kill some people, do some shit, start some shit, but now he talking about he wanted to be seen, as you seen at the end. Now he talking about he wanted to be seen, so it's kind of hard. First, I was gonna say I told you, so I had to get that off right quick. But then it fucked it up at the end. I didn't really tell you shit for real, because now he want to be seen. Like, what the fuck you want to be
Tried to
seen
tell
for?
you.
You got the
He ain't
whole,
gonna stay in the lines for too long. I tried to tell you.
you got everything in your hand, man. Don't
Mm-mm.
nobody know you alive. Why
He
show
can
your fucking face?
he can only get revenge from the sideline. He can't get no money. You can't get no money without a crew and being a ghost. You can't do it. You can only get revenge. That's all he can do.
He got money. He just grabbed some money. He get
Hey,
a lot of money being a ghost.
that ain't gonna last too long because once Marvin and Rock figure that out, who killed the Chinaman, they gotta smoke it out. They gotta smoke it out. Them two, they got too much reach in the streets. He can't stay hidden forever.
Man, all you gotta do is hit the right people. Why he staying hitting?
Well, he definitely ain't doing that.
Nah,
If
he
you want to stay
definitely ain't
hidden
doing
from
that
Rock and
shit.
Marvin, you ain't hitting the right motherfucker. You're hitting the
He definitely
absolute
ain't doing
wrong
that.
motherfucker.
You right about that shit. He ain't doing that. He fucked my whole conspiracy up. Shit. Now he want to be seen. So, um, uh, somebody dead at the end of the season. I'm gonna tell you that. It's either Rock or his ass dead for real.
All
One
right,
of these.
let's not get to the predictions just quite yet.
All right.
Let's take a little update moment here for the people so they don't think we're just talking out of our ass,
All right. Yeah.
Come on now.
I think we're gonna see the changes of old jukebox, how she really develop, and we're gonna see how she become, how street she is, because we already see that development.
Oh, that keeps you mad hungry. No Lucky Charms or Slim Jims in the
Yeah.
box. Get up on the education type shit. Put your head to work.
Well. So far, first two episodes were pretty damn good. We can't lie. But let me see. Where was we at? Where was we at? All right. So tonight we're gonna jump into this. Welcome back for this fire. Oh man, a lot of shit happened in this episode. So a lot of spoilers ahead. You know what I'm saying? It was packed with a lot of drama. Grandma had a lot of shit going on. We had some emotional moments. The FBI. So Razz, let's go ahead and break it down for him.
Break it down. Well, Unique footwear. Let's start with Unique making moves in the food shop. The atmosphere was tense. It's not just about food anymore. It's about power, alliances, control. Did you catch how those subtitle exchanges hinted at a bigger play in motion? Absolutely. Unique knows how to hold his ground while keeping everyone guessing. The scene was loaded with layers, and the writing really shined through too, actually.
Well, Jukebox leaving the army, you know what I'm saying? She had the conflict. I think when she tripped out about them talking about the gays, and shit. She's just like, nah, this ain't what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not an easy decision, you know what I'm saying? She trying to find out where she really belong in life, but you know that ain't it.
Yeah, yeah. Kanan's relationship with his grandma took a center stage in this episode. You know, what you think about those heartfelt scenes? I mean, it's
Yeah,
interesting to me how his grandma wisdom contrasts with his youthful ambition. Their dynamic is shaping a lot of what's to come for Kanan.
yeah, and I can't wait to see how the FBI get involved with it because you know, it took a big turn when Rock kind of told you know, Marvin, they've been on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta chill out, whatever the fuck you doing.
Yeah, the FBI investigation, the ticker bomb, the way the writers weave this in with the personal drama is masterful.
Yep, season 4 delivering. Well, a lot of twist plots. I can't wait to see what's coming up, but we gonna definitely get a little bit more of Razz's, you know what I'm saying, predictions for season 4. But check out this clip we got season 4, episode 3.
And it's not unique to me or my people, I can assure you of that. Some of those Motown deals.
What you think about the rapper dude? Ain't he wild as fuck?
Yeah.
Rapper dude is a rapper dude. You know, you used to those guys. You know, he's a rapper dude. He's an idiot.
Lou like fuck this shit. I'm about to send this nigga back to jail.
Yeah, cause when you dealing with these rapper dudes, you dealing with a type of personality, cause you don't really know who you're dealing with till you know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know who you're fucking with till you know you fucking with. You don't know if you're fucking with a real gangster or if you're fucking with a fake gangster. You don't know if you're fucking with a hothead. You know, I mean, there's so many dynamics when you fucking with an artist. You know, you gotta feel your way through and see who you fucking with for real. But I don't think you're gonna be such a problem though. To be honest, he broke.
Shit, he ain't been nothing but a problem yet. Lou like nigga, you ain't cleaning up after yourself. You ain't getting no hustle. And
Yeah,
then
that's
he
gonna.
like,
I think it's gonna change for him. It's gonna change for the best for him. Because once he get up on that mic and start doing his due, it's gonna be over. And I think shit gonna get better for him though.
well, shit, on the mic, I don't know. That's where I kind of lost. Like, shit, he got like one lane. The thing is, Lou gonna have to try some Diddy type shit. Now I don't know if dude open to that type of, you know what I'm saying, production.
I mean, Lou talked him out enough right now. He got him out of jail. He's able to talk to him a little more. He got him some money. So I think Lou will be able to, talk to him just because of those factors. He said everything he said he was gonna do, he did. He got his ass out of jail and got him some bread. So I think by now he should understand just to listen to Lou and go by what Lou talking about, knowing that Lou already came through twice, big time for your ass. Out of jail and you eat. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you getting money that these motherfuckers didn't even want to give you.
Yeah, they sure didn't. I know
They didn't
those
want to
execs.
fuck with you.
The execs pulled up to the party like, yeah, this guy, he's raw, rugged. Shit, he might be a problem. What are you gonna do with him?
So
And they still wondering where the fuck Famous at.
hey, you know, I don't know. It's only two things. He's on the run or he'll inform it.
I appreciate you.
It's gonna come to light.
Did he get locked up? I think he did, but I don't know. Informant?
I mean,
Yeah, that'll be a
they
reason
got him
why he
for murder.
dies.
You guys come here all the time? Been around a lot more since my parents kicked me out.
That's what they was getting him for
I was
murder.
here,
Oh, they had him for murder?
Do you think Famous a jail dude like that?
No.
First thing smoking. But right now, We really can't say that either because ain't nobody locked up.
I thought he cleared that. I gotta go back and check why, because you know what I mean. I thought he got out of that little jam. But if he didn't, then yeah, that'll
Yeah,
explain why he's not around.
yeah. I think now if he's off the show, then I don't think that they would be keep asking where he at. Unless no, I'll have to take that back. If he is off the show, they'll still kind of mention the name like he lost or something. But
Yeah,
I
now the
think
character still got to be explained. We don't have to see Famous, but we got to
right,
know what happened. Famous can't just disappear and
right,
not, you know what I'm saying, not be in the picture.
right. But I think Famous just hiding out. That's what I think. But it's just either it's two things. He can't perform it, or he hiding out somewhere
Skip the
good.
paperwork, man. Let's get right to the money.
But do we think he's smart enough?
No, he's not. When he got jammed up, he was sitting there with his mom in the
Man,
interrogation
fast
room.
like that.
So
Shit.
no, Famous is not made for none of this shit. I don't even know how him and Kanan got to be friends from way back, because this don't even make sense.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? So, like, when I say that, that's why I have to ask that question. Is he smart enough now? I don't know. He might be a fucking... He probably be dead or a snitch.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for damn sure, Famous is going to die. We know that. We don't know if Kanan's going to kill him or if it's going to be another. But Famous is not going to survive. The only way
Nah.
Famous don't die is if Famous decides to move to Peru or some shit. Outside of that, Famous is dead. He's going to die. It's just a matter of how and who
Or
does it.
no. If you come out the woodwork, you got that record deal waiting on him.
Mm-mm. We would have known, because if he got a record deal and blew up in Power Book 1, we would have known who Famous was. You know what I'm saying? We it wouldn't have been all the way till book 3 when we discover this guy named Famous. If Famous would have blew up in book 1, we definitely would have had some kind of acknowledgement. We know who Breeze is. We still don't even we ain't seen Breeze in damn book yet, and we still got a background profile on Breeze. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely would have heard a Famous name at least once or twice
Right.
if you know what I'm saying, if he blew up, especially. He would have been a politician or some shit like that.
Well, we'll see what happens.
What's your predictions? What you got?
He did, huh?
Got some season 4 predictions.
Season 4, episode 4 prediction. Well, we know that ain't no prediction. That we know, Unique gonna come out and show his fucking face. So I say, we know it's gonna be surprising. I think, shit. I don't really have a good prediction yet because then Kane and he's moving into the new career with the one chick. I think,
That's Sean baby mom. That's Sean mama right there.
yeah,
So
that's Shine Mom,
Sean's
definitely
about to be conceived.
all day long. Yep, that's his mom. Um, I think, man, shit. It's gonna be with the dude up in the price, Unique coming back. It's gonna cause some kind of ripple effect in the game, even with the Chinese people also. So it's gonna be somebody gonna have to take somebody out, but they're not gonna be able to take them out in the next episode. But I think we're gonna see who's gonna try to take out who in the next episode. I think because it's gonna have to be something. Gonna have to come to terms. Some gonna have to happen. Some gonna shake when Unique show his face. and everybody see that he's alive.
Yeah.
I think even if the Chinese people don't try to kill his ass, because now he came about and they put two and two together.
Shit, the Chinese gone. Chinese shit. Shit. The Chinese that he killed ain't connected with the other Chinese. That's a whole nother group. They ain't even fucking with each other.
Oh well.
Shit. It's whoever Unique killed next is gonna give him too much exposure. He's telling on himself. Everybody he killed tell on himself. He killed Rock Lawyer. He killing they
Yeah.
drug connect.
Yeah.
Every kill that he make is getting him closer to letting Rock and Marv know that he's still alive. Every kill he makes, he's
They just
attacking the
ain't
wrong
figured that
people,
out yet.
and that's
And
why
they ain't gonna have
it's
to
a
figure it out
matter of
now because it's
time.
gonna pop up. So, but next episode gonna be, I think, gonna be explosive. I think it's gonna kind of start speeding up, picking up. Also, think some shit gonna go down. We're gonna have to go down. So, I think we're gonna see Snapple, Crackle, and pop up in the scene on this episode. I think they're gonna pop up, finally pop it again on the episodes. We're gonna see
That's
some
what I'm
shit.
waiting to see because when Unique finally shows up, for one, he's gonna have to make it right for the people that he killed on Rock Team. But I still think him and Rock gonna have an alliance together. And when that happens, Snaps and Pops is in trouble.
That'll be good if you think that she abortion that baby. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be a total
Unique won't know
connection
about that
there.
baby.
I mean, yes, she do. She might say
Unique,
she don't. She might seem like she that tough, but yes, she do.
no, I
She want
said
to start over.
Unique don't know nothing about that baby.
Oh,
Unique ain't
right, I
gonna know
know.
about it.
Right, I know. I mean, so far as her might be a resentment because because she did something that she probably wanted to do. Cause yeah, she damn right. I bet if he was alive, she would have had that damn baby because she would have tried not to make a Canaan. That would have been our whole thing. Start over, not make a goddamn Canaan. Hope this little motherfucker go to school and don't even worry about no crack, no nothing. Take his ass to school and go to college. You know what I'm saying? So she would have had it, but now
Nah,
it's just.
I don't think she would have had the baby with
I
Unique
think she would
still.
have. I think she would have had it because she was getting out the game also.
Rock?
Yeah,
You remembering stuff that I don't remember. I
yeah. So
don't
she was
remember Rock ever saying that shit.
yeah, she was gonna get out the game. Remember, even Unique even said that.
Now she told Unique that, but
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. That's right.
she just told him that. But she wasn't gonna do it by far. As long as Unique still had Marvin, as long as Rock still got Marvin, she is gonna be selling dope for the rest of her life. That's what her family do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
That's
she
what.
probably still had a baby. Though. That'd been
Uh,
that'd have been something for her to try to conquer because Unique have been around. But I don't think their alliance going to be anything just because of the this attachment that she had with the abortion. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little resentment there, stuff like that. You know, gotta look for that. But we'll see though. I do hope they come together, but I don't see them coming together doing shit. I think it'll be good though for her. It'll be good, but we'll see. I hope they come together. I just don't think so. But we'll see though. I mean, they did kill his brother, even though him and his brother was going through their thing, and his brother thought he killed him. You know. Then we gotta still see if he still think that Rock, you know what I'm saying, was in with the brother, and then just switched up on the brother. You know what I'm saying? Killed two birds with one stone. What have you? So we'll see. Just all those factors got to kind of put in how wherever his mind at, then we'll see this episode where his mind at. If we see where his mind at, then we know what's if Rock and him gonna come back with an alliance, which would be good. Or if he gonna go with, whoever he go with, or try to do his own motherfucking thing or whatever. However it go. But we'll see though. We just gotta see where his mind at, where his mentality at, where he at.
All
Then
right,
he
well, let's
lost his
check it.
chick. He just keep dropping his chick off money. You know what I'm saying, with the baby. So I mean, it's a lot of shit. He lost shit too. So
All right, well, what reviews you got for us, Razz?
um I have I watched the Oval again this week. They finna go in on the president to get his ass out the office. They finna go whole strike team on their ass. So we're gonna see how that ends out next week. You know what I'm saying? They going whole strike team. What else I got? I have um I had just said it too. Oh shit. I think I watched some you had me watching the parenting. Yeah, the parenting. It was cool. Parenting was cool. It was a little funny. The old man had me rolling a little bit. Had a good cast. Everybody did their job in the movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool little movie. It was a cool little movie despite the other shit. But it was a cool little movie that you had been watching. The Parents, that was cool. I watched another episode. I thought I finished the Eyes on the Prize, but I actually didn't. And I watched another episode of Eyes on the Prize. Man, that is a great documentary series. Y'all need to go check that out. Eyes on the Prize. It tells about a lot of things that from back in the day, even coming forward to nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's showing a lot of stuff that went on while other stuff was going on. While we were seeing this one shit and revolutionary stuff that was going on and petitioning and all that kind of stuff, it was other shit going on too. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't so broadly broadcast and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. I highly recommend y'all go watch that. And the last thing, I've been watching some and I'm glad these guys did this. I ain't know a new little nuke from little blood dude from back in the day. He used to be up in Centralia. If everybody know, I used to be up in Centralia in the early '90s and shit. On up to the 2000s, I used to hang out in Centralia with my cousin and shit. And there's a lot of St. Louis cats actually used to go up there, and a lot of blood cats. You know what I'm saying? Because you can take your shit and do all this up there. That's another story anyway. But anyway, they was talking about it's documentaries of St. Louis, and I just love these documentaries. I think everybody, like all rappers, like people, young people, rappers, all that need to go check it out to see, where St. Louis was back in the day. It was just as bad as it was now, right? Just back then, you weren't allowed to have guns. Now you're allowed to have guns. Back then, there was respect. Now ain't no respect. But they talk about like the areas of Kinlock, and they talk about Steve Blast got some shots out in that motherfucker too. Fuck me up. You got the baby gangsters talking, and I told I be, that's what I'm saying. All this history that I be talking about to people is in that documentary that I be telling people about that I know of, because I knew of the baby gangsters. Everybody know me and Blast. You dig what I'm saying? So all these stories that connected all the gangs, like the horseshoe, how the horseshoe was formed, just a lot of stuff that went on in St. Louis that young people don't really know about. The Hitman T's, the Dorseys, what I'm saying, the Chaoses, all these cats, and how the BODs was just how St. Louis had their own gangs. That's why I be telling people St. Louis had their own gangs, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I'm gonna go ahead, Doc. We got a lot to cover tonight. But that was just, y'all go check those documentaries out. Kenlock Bloods, the BODs. Go check out um 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 damn fuck. The pretty really old group, Baby Gangsters. Yeah, go check out that little documentary, Baby Gangsters, and they'll tell you all about the blast times and all that kind of stuff, and the people that they met and all that kind of stuff. So y'all go check that out. Yeah, check that out. If you want to know your history of St. Louis, at least some of it anyway, go check that out.
Yeah, well, the documentaries I've been catching been some bullshit. So although y'all gotta do better with that. You know what I'm saying? They caught one. They've been catching. They caught Heavy G and his crew, and you know what I'm saying. Of course, they the only getting money crew out here. They had this one dude on the east side talking about, yeah, I'm active. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas, man, ain't these new these new dude documentaries. I don't even give what the fuck. But never mind, not my place. You know what I'm
Nah, you
saying?
need to see the old school
Shout
when
out
they
to the
talked
Boys of
about.
Destruction and the Red Bud crew. You know what I'm saying? I know about how the work y'all done put in for real on some
Yeah,
real shit.
yeah, Fofo
But
Bud, all that shit. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into these reviews, man. Got a long list tonight. I'm gonna try to skip through as many as I can. Daredevil. I
Oh
think we're
yeah,
on
I seen
episode
Daredevil
3 of
too. Yeah.
Daredevil. I'm not liking where this is bullshit. You know, okay, he runs in the. We knew from last episode that he was going to see Frank this episode. Boo, Disney, you did a horrible job with that setup. We could just tell that he was going to see Frank this episode. All right, not nothing's happening. Nothing is happening in this series, so don't watch it. 9 bodies in the Mexican morgue. Yes, it's getting better. They figured out who killed the wrestler. They're still trying to figure out why, but now they know that they're being hunted. Now they figured out that they're not the only ones out here. That there's got to be other people around on this deserted ass area that they in. So, I think they had 3 deaths outside of the pilot. So, the husband, the wrestler, and somebody else died. But yeah, the body's starting to pile up, and they starting to get suspicious. Um, and it's weird the way these people dying. They dying like some scientific type shit. So yeah, check out 9 Bodies in the Mexican Morgue before that runs out. Odessa, a musical movie about yeah, never mind. Cleaner. Cleaner is a movie about. Matter of fact, you remember the movie Die Hard? Well, Bruce Willis is a woman in this one. There you
Huh?
go. Now you got
Oh.
Cleaner. Um,
Mm.
it's literally about a girl. Her brother gets trapped inside while some people is robbing all the rich people inside the building, and she working with a cop outside trying to get him out. It's literally Die Hard. So like next,
So she the one fighting?
yeah, she's not really fight. Yeah, she is actually. She does fight. Yeah, but not like that. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
But she's going inside to go get her brother, right?
Not really. She's
Uh,
outside. She's a window cleaner. So
so
she's stuck
who
outside
go
and
inside?
she's just able to pass information. And when she finally gets inside, yeah, she do a little fighting, but it's not like she saved the day. You know what I'm saying?
Does the brother know how to fight?
Yeah. It's everybody else helping. She do like I ain't taking from her. She do some fighting, but she was lucky to be alive at the end of this movie. I'm gonna put it
Alright,
to you that way.
alright,
She ain't saved nobody damn life like that.
alright.
She didn't do none of that. You know what I'm
Because when
saying?
you say Die Hard, I'm just,
It's the same plot. It's the same exact plot, but it's not Bruce
Die
Willis
Hard.
action.
It's not
You know
Die
what I'm
Hard.
saying? It's
It's
the
not
it's the
Die Hard.
same movie,
Just
but
the
no
same
action.
thought. Not even plot, just the same thought.
Right.
I got you. Because if she talking outside relay information, then she go in. Our opposite Die Hard never went in. So wasn't nobody in there to really
No, no,
do it.
no. The window cleaner, she's stuck outside of the building. She
Right.
does eventually get inside,
How
but
long in the movie?
it's about halfway through the movie. She gets inside. But they don't even start to rob the people until 5 minutes before that. So you see what I'm saying? It's like just whatever. Next we got Last Breath. Last Breath is about submarine that. Okay, so this is another movie that sets up everything. That's another. I'm blasting these next few movies because they all the same bullshit. Last Breath. They set up the movie by saying you're here now to replace the last guy that drowned. And what's the dude name? Woody Harrelson is going on his last dive. So he's about to retire, training the guy who's here to train who replaced the guy who just drowned. So guess what's about to happen? He's going to drown. Yeah. So this movie is about the guy drowning and them getting him back up to the top. That's all that happens in this movie. He loses oxygen to his brain for 30 minutes and he's not brain dead. They made this movie. Okay.
All right.
Uncontained. Uncontained is one of those movies that make you constantly ask yourself what the fuck is going on. So it starts off with this dude. It's one of those zombie type movies. They get a virus and they change you into some shit. But they got two types of changes. You can change into the deaders, which are like zombies, or you can change into changers. Changers are like werewolf. Every now and then you turn into a zombie, but in a few hours you turn back to a human. So you're a changer. They kill the deaders, they don't kill the changers. So the whole movie is about this man who finds these two kids in the middle of nowhere and he starts taking care of them. While he's taking care of them, their mother comes back from nowhere and shoots him. What the fuck? Then they start fucking. So the mama, the son, and the strange guy are all changers, and somehow the daughter gets killed. So they're trying to figure out if she's going to be a changer. She ends up being a changer. Some other people come out, try to kill them all. They get away. End of the movie. Okay, why are you making this again? High Rollers. John Travolta. You remember that movie with T.I. and Chris Brown and Michael Ealy?
Takers.
Yeah.
I like
High
Takers.
Rollers. That's what the High Rollers is. So
Takers.
yeah.
Right.
High Rollers is Takers, exactly. And I think that's where is Takers the first one? No, is High Rollers the first one? High Rollers is the first one. So I have a clip for High Rollers, so we can check that out, and y'all can see how horrible this movie is going to look. But hey, keep it up, cause stay tuned, cause right after, I got one more review after this. That's the bullshit, which y'all kind of want to know about anyway, cause everybody's talking about this movie. But after that, we got some hidden gems for your ass. We got some fire that came out this week. But let's check out this clip from High Rollers.
Hello?
Hello, Mason.
Salzar?
Your reputation as an international fugitive is very well earned.
Now let me guess. You want us to do a job. What if I told you no?
Then I would tell you will never see Decker again.
They got guns? Let's go! Go!
Target has been captured.
I promise you I'll get you back. So what's the score?
The Scarlet Pearl Hotel and Casino, a decadent playground for the rich and famous. Inside the penthouse is a safe. Find a way to access it.
Let's do this.
There are armed guards in this and the extremely dangerous job.
We have the teams to pull this thing off.
You better get to that safe before I level that entire casino.
All I want is Amy back.
You trying to steal from me?
Just protecting my family.
Yeah, and
I still want to say it though. But
side note from this movie, next person to put Quavo in anything, I will boycott anything you make forever. That
you know
nigga
what?
can't act for shit.
Hey, you know what? He gonna be like Cardi B was in Hustlers. You probably gonna see him once or twice for 2
No,
seconds.
she was good. She was good. He is stale. Quavo is stale as fuck. He is. Oh
He ain't gonna be in
yeah.
there long.
Oh,
They just put
it.
the name on
Hey
there.
man, I got look. You want to blow on these dice for me? Hey, that dude, man, that dude is stale as fuck. Quavo cannot act. Take them classes. Get on them
They
classes.
just threw his name on there. He probably in like one part.
Man, no. Quavo is in this movie. He's one of the main characters. Like John Travolta got a crew of guys like Ocean's 11. He's one of the main crew guys.
Shit.
He got a lot of speaking roles. Like
Oh man, we'll see.
no. If he would have been the tech guy, it would have been perfect. If he would have been the guy that's on the computer, it would have been perfect. He would have been a perfect role. But him having the main role like he did, he helped ruin that movie. I promise.
Oh man.
Oh, but next up, we got the one everybody's talking about, and I'm a let's woo. And I say this with love. Because I have a great honor and respect for Mr. Tyler Perry. But outside of the 688 movie, everything Tyler Perry has been producing for the last couple of years is pure trash. Beauty in Black, the movie where they poured the sun out the casket, everything Tyler Perry has been producing lately, outside of 688 was beautiful. Outside of 688, this man been giving us some straight trash lately. Sisters, all of that. Just we need to stop with this. Duplicity. First of all, the cop with the mustache, if his whole image doesn't say I'm guilty as fuck, second of all, they prosecuting the white cop in this movie for shooting an unarmed black man when the whole time the black cop told him to shoot. It's the black cop that says he's got a gun to shoot. And nobody even says nothing about this. The whole movie, not one person. Second of all, if you want us to not know who the villains are within the first 10 minutes, you can't make them all stand next to each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't just put an ugly person, an ugly soul right here, and then make us think that the 10 people that he's around ain't all bad. Like Tyler Perry, you got to do better. You got to do better. You got to do better. And then at the end of the day, the person that we fighting for ends up being in on the movie too. Oh man. I get it. I get it. He's trying to get out of the cliche beat somebody's getting beat routine movie that he was making, but it's a far drop from the Medea series. It's a far, far drop from, and it's just it's sad where we are with this one. And it's sad. It's even more sad that people are applauding it as trash because that's exactly what it is. But I'll give y'all the trailer anyway. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily want to, but you know, I'll give you the trailer anyway.
Well, you know, make it aside.
I need the police. Someone is breaking into my neighbor's house.
Police, put your hands up! Put your hands up! God! God!
My best friend's husband was killed by the people that are sworn to protect and serve.
I know how close you and Rodney were. I'm sorry this happened.
How am I supposed to move on? I'm not just your friend. I'm your lawyer, and they're gonna pay. I promise you.
Marley, you don't know all the facts.
The facts are that he is dead, and your officer killed him.
You may want to ask what he was doing in that alleyway.
Saying he looks suspicious.
Your neighbor said that your house called her and told her to call 911.
That's a lie.
And Razz, you know what makes it all the worse on this one, man? Guess how she gets away? Just guess. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set it up for it. So her best friend, her boyfriend. No, her best friend, her boyfriend, and the cop that they all trying to catch tie her up on a boat. The U.S. Coast Guard or somebody come out like, hey, blah, 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 blah. They end up shooting him. While they dealing with that, she wakes up and gets away. Just guess how this happened.
I guess they got him in the boat crash or something. Shit, well, I don't know.
This woman who is a lawyer, by the way. A lawyer. She suits her best friend, her boyfriend, and a cop with a flare gun. She shoots them all with a flare gun.
Hell no.
Like within 3 feet away from her. What? Like what? What? Like, how do you? Oh man, Tyler Perry got to do better.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry got to do a lot better. Next up, we got the 8th day. The 8th day was where we get into some good shit. So I'm gonna let y'all check out the trailer on the 8th day, and then we'll get into you know what I'm saying? The good, bad, and the ugly on it. Oh, look at my ass.
I got a job for you. Landon Mooney. He's got 150 grand belongs to me. You're gonna get it. Just in case, I'm sending Jeremiah with you. And he'll make sure you don't act like an idiot. And don't come back until you got my money.
Let's go over these rules again. Rule number 1, speak as little as possible. Rule number 2, don't invite trouble.
think they're gonna stay at the motel.
You're the girl from the bakery, aren't you?
And you are?
Just passing through.
Who is that?
Let's follow her.
What brings you to Valentine?
Work.
Did you talk to her?
If you go back to Jonesy without any money, believe me, he might kill you too. I might be able to get it.
How big a score?
Enough to pay Jonesy back and have some left over for me and my partner.
There's a check cashing place nearby with over 300 grand in on the first of every month. And she thinks we could take it.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
Nothing's gonna happen to me.
How can you be so sure?
Because it's an easy job.
We should be in and out of there in under 30 minutes. If I can't get it open, you can just go ahead and kill me.
Deal.
All right, Razz. So with this one here, I feel like Tyler Perry needs to take notes from The Eighth Day. So it's about a young kid who's getting out of prison. His uncle gives him a job, and he also sent him with some backup. You got to go find this lady who owed me some money. This lady owed me $150,000. You go find her. I'm gonna give you a cut of what you find, and I'm gonna send you some help. So they get down there. She ain't got the money, of course. So she come up with a scheme on how they can get the money. That's when they get to the robbery of the check cashing place. Now the killer part is he's the dude that got out of prison and the homie that he with. Both of them is falling in love with her granddaughter. She got 2 granddaughters, and they both fucking her. Oh, her granddaughters. So after they pull off this heist, of course, nobody trusts nobody. They all turn on each other. Grandma turn on the black dude, shoot him, leave him at the scene of the crime for the police to find. Then she pull up with old boy, but he done switched the money with phone books, so she get pulled over by the cops and she get let go because she ain't got nothing but a bag full of phone books. So she got to track down the other dude who got all the money, but he with the granddaughter now. You see what I'm saying? So she finally pull up on them. She about to kill him. But as soon as she goes to kill him, the granddaughter shoots the grandmama. So now the granddaughter standing over the grandmama like, hey, I know you thought you was getting away with this and all this and that, but I'm the one who killed you. At the end of the day, the whole time, the granddaughter is the one who sent the letter to the dude in prison, setting up the whole thing. Because they was tired of taking care of their grandmama. So be careful, people. Be careful who you got taking care of you in your house. Because the granddaughter stole both of the granddaughters. They rode off in the sunset. They got that mud, 300,000 cash. Killed their grandmama and dipped.
Cold world.
And then look, the crazy part is, look, they saved the dude that the granddaughter was fucking. They saved him from the grandmother because she was about to kill him. And then that's when they shot their grandma. But they still didn't give him no money. They just left his ass there broke and took all the money, and the 2 sisters just went off. I was like, damn, that movie. Now, If you want to keep somebody guessing, take notes from that shit. What Tyler Perry put out, I don't know. That was some bullshit. Let me see. Well, we got a trailer or a review next because we getting into some good shit. This is another hidden gem for y'all that came out this week. Oh, we got a trailer. So yeah, check this out. This was a good one. Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte came out of, you know what I'm saying? He been hiding on us. But you know what I'm saying? He came and gave us a good one with this one.
So what's your name? KJ. I'm Barry. Nice to meet you.
Let me get that back up. I don't know if it's add that back for y'all. My bad.
Mad at your mom for not supporting your music, and you're frustrated at God for not curing your father.
I mean, sort of.
So this is where you've been kicking it, huh?
Exactly what you got a voice good enough to perform on any stage you want.
Am I supposed to eat this?
Yeah. Yep. You want to know what really happens to a guy like me when I die? Nothing! I'm gonna do my best to change. Stop all this drinking nonsense. See this? This is big time. Big time! Die with memories, not dreams. They teach you how to sing like that in church? Oh God, I'm gonna have to renew my membership to Jesus.
Oh man, this one right here, hidden gem for y'all. Nick Nolte is a homeless guy, and the young man that you see, he got into an argument with his mother, so he basically just ran away from home. And actually, not ran away from home, he just left home, and he was actually about to hang himself when Nick Nolte is walking by and tells him that the knot that he's using ain't gonna work. So he like, if you come down there, here, I'll tie a good knot for you. And then he end up saying something like, I'll give you the rope back now with the knot in it if you play me a song, because he had a guitar with him. So long story short, this dude had a dope ass voice. So like Nick Nolte was like, fuck that shit. I'm not giving you this rope for nothing. You gonna have to fight me for this motherfucking rope. So he ended up kicking it with him. Nick Nolte's homeless, so he breaking them in. The dude not going back home to his mom. So Nick Nolte is giving them ways to survive on the street. You know what I'm saying? He's giving them, you know what I'm saying, tips and tricks on getting food and making money. He ended up singing in the park, and this girl that worked for the newspaper see him and write this story. So now he's trying to raise money to go audition for America's Next Idol or whatever the fuck. And he got this crowd of people coming into the park to come see him so they can donate some money to get him on this trip. And his mom ended up coming, seeing him. He go back home. He ended up marrying a girl from the newspaper. They have a baby and all this shit. But of course, right as the audition is coming up, Nick Nolte dies. So, you know, he don't even get to see him really do his shit. That's a cliche ass movie that, you just gotta, if you like cliche movies, that was a good one. You know what I'm saying? That shit that you just know is you knew Nick Nolte was gonna die before he saw the audition. You just knew it. Like, you saw it coming. But what we got next, we got this fire ass hidden gem for y'all. I don't know if y'all knew this, but they made a half-baked 2. This nigga Razz must be on that shit. He got the munchies now. But half-baked 2 is David Chappelle's son and his homeboy. Mary Jane actually had the baby with David Chappelle, but she ended up leaving him. So she just the baby mama now. And she basically trying to keep her son from becoming a weed smoker. But they find this new strain of weed. You know, you got the indicas and sativas. So they got this new strain of weed called Biblica. So if you smoke all 3 strains together, indica, sativa, and Biblica, only the chosen ones can smoke that. If you're not the chosen one, you die. What happens is they get the Biblica. One of his homeboys rolls up the Trinity with all three strands, and he actually died. So this whole movie is about them trying to raise money to bury their homeboy who died from smoking the Trinity. And of course, they gotta sell that Biblica because this is half baked. That's how it goes down. So let's check out that trailer with half baked. You totally high.
I give to you Biblica.
There's no way that's real.
We can sell the out of this weed. Raise the money we need to move out of my mom's house.
No smoking weed.
Got it. Just edibles.
No!
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
That Biblica is good, right?
Oh my God, you're a drug dealer.
No! I mean, technically. The guy who sent those packages, some scary ass dude named Shadow, a very powerful drug lord. Are you wearing a wire?
A what?
A wire? What is a wire? Love that show.
We are way in over our heads.
We'll be close by. You got nothing to worry about. They're gonna die.
All for one. And one for all.
That's a lot stronger than the we used to smoke in 1998.
Yeah, so make sure y'all check that out. Half baked, totally baked. We got some reviews coming up. What's the last 4? We got Paradise Season Bloat. Bloat is about a Japanese poltergeist type shit. Mickey 17 and Cold Wallet. So we about to slide into the reviews for y'all. And make sure y'all leave y'all comments and everything for us. So y'all know, let us know what y'all want us to review moving forward. Coming up, and we'll be back with Raising Kanan next week. You know how we do.
Might want to check out Paradise on Hulu. It's got tons of surprises and an excellent cast. So let's jump in. When a shocking murder occurs in a serene community inhabited by some of the world's most prominent individuals, tranquility explodes and a high-stakes investigation unfolds. Okay, so the first 3 episodes are dropping at once, and then it'll be a weekly release for the remaining episodes. And just like the synopsis stated, this takes place in an idyllic community. It actually looks like some of the sets are from Gilmore Girls, because the town square looks a ton like Stars Hollow. So that gives you an idea about how quaint and picturesque this community can appear. Now, the series has some heavy hitters in the cast. Sterling K. Brown, James Marsden, Julianne Nicholson, Sarah Shahi, Gerald McRaney, and Cassidy Freeman. Now, for this, I'm going to have to be vague on plot points because I've seen the first 7 episodes, and there are a ton of surprises and cliffhangers the series introduces that I in no way want to spoil. Now, Brown is excellent. excellent in this role. His gruff and even stoic demeanor that I've seen him display in other roles, it fits perfectly with what he has to do in Paradise. He's quiet and brooding, but also compassionate, funny, and a caring dad. I mean, he's the character you want to root for, even if you don't always agree with him. His natural charm and likability, it translates easily, creating a protagonist we continually want to see. James Marsden is excellent in this as well, but he's slightly goofy. Not oafish or stupid, and he's just got this sense of humor and a disarming charm that can make him instantly endearing. Now, for the character, he's pretty much a straight shooter, direct and commanding, which sometimes can come across as cool or detached, but thanks to the emotion that Marsden carries in his eyes, he softens any bristling and empathizes without even having to say a word. With Julianne Nicholson, she craftily maintains a massive air of secrecy to her persona. She's stern and decisive, but also not devoid of emotion. It's tough to know exactly where some people stand with her, while at other times, it's perfectly obvious as to the disdain or impatience that she has for some. And I love how our character interacts with both Marsden and Brown. Each has a unique dynamic that sets up some incredibly entertaining drama. With Sarah Shahi, she tries to make her character seem mysterious or maybe selective in the vibe that she gives off. But I think the writing gives more away to her motives than it intends to. I mean, I still like how her character works within the cast, adding complexity to relationships and then sometimes unbalancing a power structure. And that can lead to some fun surprises for other characters. And because of the nature of her character, we want to like her, which is exactly how she's portrayed and comes across. And she's also somebody to not discount, like several of the others within this series too. Just because we're shown vulnerabilities doesn't mean we know the full depths of a person, and that goes for many within the cast. Now, the plot in this doesn't divulge all of the background up front. In fact, it takes until episode 7 to really get the full picture of all the history that brought us to the events within the first episode. Now, that may sound like a huge negative. Truly, though, we get so much character and world building throughout the other episodes that, as funny as it sounds, it's great to have this piece of the story held back until so late in the season. And by the time we get to this moment, the setups and the drama have been working their way to a climax, leaving the series to reveal a ton in a way that had my heart beating and my butt at the very edge of my seat. Now, the pacing for this is also set to keep momentum at a high level while still giving the story time to breathe and methodically examine areas of the plot and the characters. It's not coming at us at breakneck speeds constantly, but it's balanced well so the stress of situations and urgency that characters encounter work to keep the story from slogging through a lull. Now, I love how this series feels like how some thrillers used to. Not the weekly procedural where every episode is just this contained storyline, but a plot that continued through an entire season, or even the whole show. And a small portion of this held a similar level of excitement and anticipation that the first season of Lost did. Now, I'm not saying this is anything like that show other than as each episode ended, I was salivating for more, but hopefully this one isn't going to fumble the arc like Lost ended up doing and just ruin this thing. Now, a lot of the draw of this comes because the story structure is filled with intrigue, capitalizing on both mystery and deception. And that could be from the scenarios or the people. The show uses a simple setup to create a complicated web that the entire narrative can then branch out from. Thankfully, the writing doesn't get so cocky that it becomes convoluted, and we have all these sorts of rogue plots playing out that distract from the main point of the show. I mean, the murder mystery, it's at the core, with a few additional elements tied directly to it. I like that there's not a lot of fluff within the show. And there's not
This movie tells a story of a mother and two sons vacationing in Japan. Their younger son almost drowns in a lake, and soon after the accident, the parents realize that something is wrong with their boy. This movie dives into the screen life horror subgenre with a premise ripe for chills, but it sings under its own gimmicks and lackluster execution. Ben McKenzie and Bojana Novakovic play the desperate parents, Jack and Hannah, bring a flicker of conviction to their roles, but they are stuck wrestling with a script that prioritizes pixelated glitches over genuine terror. Director Pablo Absento, in his feature debut, leans hard into the screen life format like video calls, security cams, and smartphone clips, but the relentless digital framing feels more like a crutch than a creative choice, smothering the story in static and lag instead of building suspense. What could have been a taut 87-minute Japanese horror homage drags into a repetitive slog with the same distorted visuals and garbled audio cycling without escalation. The Kappa, a folkloric demon with rich potential, is wasted here, reduced to blurry trail cam shots and vague menace that never coheres into a tangible threat. The film name drops Japanese mythology but doesn't explore it, leaving the creature's rules and stakes muddled. Even a monk character scratches his head at the possession angle, mirroring the audience's confusion. The pacing is also problematic. It falters as the family's panic loops through predictable beats, but none of which land with impact.
Future where we can clone people and copy their memories to bring them back to life if they die, but then the main character gets cloned while he's still alive, so now there's like two of him. Wait, didn't they already do that in The Sixth Day? Nah, it'll be fine. And it's gonna cover all the stuff that we pretend to care about here in Hollywood, like the environment and colonization and the Orange Man and Big Pharma and powerful corporations exploiting the working classes for profit. And we'll get that guy who did Parasite to write and direct it, because he's good at that smart satirical stuff. I don't know, man, our audience is pretty stupid. They might not get what we're trying to say with this film. Don't worry, it's okay, we'll just make it dumb as fuck and hammer home the messaging with as much subtlety as a dump truck full of retarded sledgehammers. And we'll get that Ruffalo guy in to play the villain like he's acting in a middle school pantomime. That's sure to work. Are you really sure this is a good idea, sir? It sounds like we're wasting a lot of good potential just to make the same political points we've been repeating for the past 10 years now, and people are getting pretty sick of. Wouldn't it be better to just make an actual smart sci-fi movie that gets people thinking instead? You're fired. Oh dear, never have I seen such an assemblage of talent and potential squandered quite so impressively as Mickey 17. A movie whose trailer promised a black sci-fi comedy wrapped up in a biting satire of modern culture, made by a director with a mostly good track record and boasting a mostly talented cast who can deliver when it counts. What we got instead was all of the worst excesses of modern Hollywood wrapped up in one particularly messy package. A bloated and incoherent narrative that tries to juggle way too many characters and subplots, takes forever to get going, and doesn't do anything particularly interesting once it does. Characters whose decisions and thought processes only make makes sense if you assume that most of them are functionally retarded, satire that isn't smart, jokes that aren't funny, heartfelt moments that never land because everything around them is so completely ridiculous, and performances that verge on the absurds. Anyway, allow me to describe whatever passes for a plot so we can get this review over with. In the mid-21st century, with Earth increasingly polluted, humanity is spreading out to colonize nearby star systems, including the icy planet of Niflheim. The expedition's led by Kenneth Marshall, a rich Christian televangelist and failed politician who spouts absolute nonsense in his speeches, has almost no understanding of the ship or the mission, and whose fanatical supporters wear red caps to identify themselves.
Right.
Are you getting it yet? Anyway, because it's a dangerous mission, the ship needs a crew member who's quite literally expendable. A guy who can get killed again and again and have his consciousness downloaded into a new body each time. Enter Mickey, our main man, who signs up for the mission to escape a loan shark after a failed business venture on Earth. Don't worry though, if you're worried about that backstory being relevant to the main plot in any way, it's not. It does eat up a shitload of screen time though, which is pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, after 16 other versions of him get killed in a variety of horrible ways, Mickey 17 is out on a mission to capture one of the aliens who inhabit the planet when he's captured instead and presumed killed. He isn't though, and when he does return to the ship, he finds another version of himself has already been printed off. Now this presents quite the problem, because two versions of the same person are strictly prohibited, so they eventually agree to keep their situation hidden from everyone else. That is, until Mickey 17 almost dies at a private dinner with Marshall, prompting Mickey 18 to try to assassinate the guy, which causes all kinds of wacky shenanigans and almost provokes a full-scale war with the planet's indigenous life forms. Now, if I had to pin down the biggest problem with Mickey 17, I'd say that it just can't stay focused long enough to get anything done. Like, the first 30 minutes of the film are basically just a preamble to the actual story, and probably could have been condensed down into a fraction of that time. There's all kinds of subplots about loan sharks and gangsters who for some reason are willing to travel halfway across the galaxy just to recoup a small business loan, broken friendships and betrayals, love triangles and relationship dynamics that go absolutely nowhere, and it's all just an annoying distraction that eats up precious screen time. And the finale is an absolute clusterfuck of disjointed events and nonsensical decisions that kills even the vaguest idea that anything's at stake. And what's kind of annoying is that there's a decent enough premise buried beneath it all. The idea of a person repeatedly dying and being reborn has been tackled many times in many different movies, and there's definitely ways to keep it interesting and entertaining, but Mickey 17 loses its momentum all too quickly. I mean, it is kind of fun watching Mickey get sacrificed in a bunch of gory ways, only to get spat out of a 3D printer the next day, in the same way that it's funny to watch someone walk into a plate glass door, but it eventually loses its appeal after you've seen the same gag like 5 or 6 times, and you realise they're not going to do anything more imaginative with it. Likewise, there's fertile philosophical ground to cover about the nature of consciousness, identity, and even the immortal soul, especially when Mickey gets cloned while still alive, but the film's got zero interest in exploring anything deeper like that. It's basic surface level comedy that doesn't go much further than, isn't it funny to watch two Robert Pattinsons arguing with each other? Well, no it isn't. I mean, credit where credit's due, Pattinson is without a doubt the best thing in this movie, and you can tell that he's doing his best to elevate some pretty mediocre material. I guess he must have watched a lot of Rick and Morty before shooting Mickey 17 though, because his jeez, I don't know about this delivery is straight up impersonation of Justin Roiland's. Toni Collette is another talented actor who's completely wasted in this film. Her character's got no particular reason for being in the movie, and she delivers one of the most hammy, over-the-top performances of her entire career. Then there's Mark Ruffalo.
Fuck.
Jesus, every time I see that guy's fat, rubbery face show up in a movie now, my heart sinks because I know I'm gonna have to suffer through the same lazy, phoned-in performance he's been doing in basically everything recently. His character, Marshall, is just Donald Trump crossed with one of those cheesy televangelist conmen you see on late-night TV, and holy crap, does Ruffalo go all in on this one. You know the kind of lazy, exaggerated Trump impersonation you see on Saturday Night Live, which the average person on the street could probably improve on? Well, dial that level of laziness up to 11 and you come somewhere close to Ruffalo's level of on-the-nose performance.
Cold Wallet, hitting theaters on February 2025, wants to be a slick, timely thriller about cryptocurrency scams and vigilante justice, but it ends up a convoluted mess that's as frustrating as a crashed exchange. Directed by Cutter Hodiern and boasting a Steven Soderbergh presentation credit, this film promises a sharp takedown of crypto greed with a home invasion twist. Instead, it delivers a half-baked plot, wooden characters, and a tone that can't decide if it's a satire, a thriller, or a lecture hall snooze fest. The story follows Billy, a down-on-his-luck dad who loses everything to a shady crypto scheme called Tulip, a cute nod to history's first financial bubble, but the cleverness stops there. Teaming up with hacker Eva and martial arts bro Dom, Billy sets out to kidnap the scam's mastermind, Charles Hagel, and steal his offline crypto stash. What starts as a Robin Hood revenge fantasy quickly devolves into a tedious game of psychological cat-and-mouse inside Hagel's mansion, where the trio's incompetence clashes with his smug manipulations. It's supposed to be tense, however, it's mostly tiresome. The script is the real villain here. It's clogged with clunky exposition, as characters practically narrate crypto stuff to each other like they're reading a Reddit thread aloud. Their lines sometimes feel like ripped from a bad tech seminar. The dialogue swings between preachy rants about capitalism and awkward attempts at humor. Meanwhile, the pacing drags like a blockchain transaction during a market dip. 90 minutes feel like 900. Raul Castillo, who plays Billy, tries to anchor things as the desperate everyman, but he's stuck playing a sad sack with no depth beyond furrowed brows. Eva is a vape-puffing stereotype of a cool hacker, and Dom spouts Zen nonsense that's more annoying than endearing. Josh Breener, who plays Hagel, is the only spark, oozing sociopathic glee, but even he can't save a film that doesn't know what to do with him, beyond letting him taunt everyone into infighting. The actors deserve better than this script's shallow sandbox. Visually, the movie is fine, as the cinematography gives the mansion a sleek sterile vibe, and there's a decent stab at tension when the trio first breaks in. But the film leans too hard on crypto culture Easter eggs that feel like pandering instead of insight. By the time it stumbles to a climax involving a household appliance twist, it's too late to care. The slightly true premise, inspired by real scams like FTX, gets buried under a pile of missed opportunities. This movie could have been a biting commentary on digital greed or a pulpy thrill ride. Instead, it's a low-yield investment, lots of hype, little payoff. It's not worth to watch this in theaters, just wait on your streaming service.